I created G-plans out of nutrition frustration. One day during nutrition studies at Duke University, we came across a revelation. We discovered that everyone has a completely unique metabolic structure and type. Eating a generic diet program will not get you the results you want, and you will continue on a path of yo-yo dieting forever. Ultimately, sustainable food programs are built within your own specific metabolic template.
I eat what Dr. G tells me to eat for my metabolic type. I don't call this program a diet because I eat more than on other programs.
Hello, and welcome to our nutrition masterclass for today. Today, what we'll be discussing is specifically the importance of exercise when it comes to your weight loss progress. So we know exercise is a great thing, but specifically why? Why is it so important to include when your goal is weight loss alongside a nutritional plan? So we're going to discuss that today. Thanks for checking in. I see Scott over there. Good to see you. I hope you had a great Labor Day weekend. Hope you're having a good, maybe shorter week here. So we're going to jump on in. And just as a reminder, any questions you may have today through this presentation, feel free to go ahead and add those in the chat box as they come up. And I'd love to always kind of have a little time to chat with you and answer questions at the end of our talk today. So I'm going to get started here in just a moment. All right. Okay, so why an exercise routine can help you to see better weight loss progress. So you have started following a nutrition plan to focus on weight loss as your goal. So why should you consider adding an exercise routine to go with that? When your focus is weight loss or weight maintenance, an exercise program can help you to lose weight faster or more consistently, preserve lean muscle mass, and can help you to keep that weight that you lost off long term. Members of the National Weight Control Registry are people who have lost weight and kept it off successfully for a minimum of 1 year. Researchers study the characteristics of these individuals who have kept their weight off over a longer period of time to learn what they're doing and why they're so successful. Of these people, 89% of them use a combination of diet and exercise. 10% have had success using diet alone, and 1% used exercise alone. So you can see there, of course, when it comes to maintaining your weight over the long term as well, having a consistent exercise routine is vital. There are many benefits to an exercise routine, and today we're going to discuss more specifically how exercise can help you to boost your weight loss progress alongside your meal plan. So this time, let me know in the chat box, what is your favorite form of exercise and what benefits specifically do you notice from your routine? So another thing we're going to talk about today is how important it is to really include a form of exercise that you enjoy. So let me know what your favorite is. I'd love to hear from you in the chat box. All right, so a few overall benefits to an exercise routine. First off, great for brain health. Exercise has been linked to better memory and quicker learning. Scientists have found that exercise improves blood flow to the brain, feeding the growth of new blood vessels and even new brain cells. Benefits are mood. So many studies do show that exercise can help people feel better and relieve symptoms of depression. Exercise triggers the release of chemicals in the brain, serotonin, norepinephrine, endorphins, dopamine, that dull pain, lighten mood, and relieve stress. It may slow down the aging process. Exercise has been shown to lengthen lifespan by as much as 5 years. A new study suggests that moderate intensity exercise may slow down the aging of cells. And skin benefits. So aerobic exercise revs up blood flow to the skin, delivering oxygen and nutrients that improve skin health and even help wounds heal faster. So we know exercise has lots of benefits. How specifically can exercise benefit your weight loss plan? Can shrink fat cells. One of the benefits of exercise training is that our cardiovascular system gets stronger and better at delivering oxygen, so we are able to metabolize more fat as an energy source. As a result, your fat cells shrink, and so does inflammation. Exercise helps you to build and maintain muscle. So a consistent exercise routine will help you to build and preserve lean muscle mass. This in turn helps you to increase your metabolism and change your body composition. When first starting an exercise routine, you might notice just initially that your weight plateaus or even maybe increases at first. This is often due to gaining muscle mass. Ensure alongside recording your weight that you're also taking progress photos and measurements, as you'll likely see more progress visually, especially when you're first getting started, as opposed to just the scale alone. Increasing calorie expenditure. Exercise helps you to burn more calories, so this can give your weight loss plan a boost. We know that reducing your overall calorie intake too far is not a healthy or sustainable approach to weight loss. So one way to help increase your results is to simply burn more calories through exercise or activity throughout your day. And helps you to make healthier food choices. So have you ever noticed that exercise has helped you to avoid certain cravings? Maybe after a workout, you find that you're craving maybe more like a salad than something heavier you were before. Studies have shown that individuals who follow a consistent exercise routine are typically less likely to opt for higher carb and fat choices, and were more likely to choose fruits and vegetables. So, first things first, how to get started. So obviously when you're thinking of starting a new exercise routine, there's a few important things to have in place and to check on before you get going. Number one, so important to check your health. It's important to consult your healthcare provider and get a physical medical examination before starting an exercise routine. This is particularly important for those new to more strenuous and vigorous physical activities. An early checkup can detect any health problems or conditions that could put you at risk for an injury during exercise. That, of course, we don't want you to get injured because that will definitely hold you back from being more active. So first things first, start there. Secondly, make a plan and set very realistic goals for you. Once you decide to start exercising regularly, make a plan that includes attainable steps and goals. If you start with a goal that's too large, like maybe going to the gym 5 days a week, you might find this is not attainable for you starting out. It's better to start smaller, shooting for maybe, let's say, 2 days a week, and starting with a smaller achievable goal will increase your chances of success and help to keep you motivated along the way as well. And make it a habit. Another key component of exercise success is to stick to your routine. Once your exercise program becomes a habit really built into your daily routine, it's much easier to stick with. It's important to find a time of day that works best for you to exercise on a consistent basis. Then, find what works for you. As you get started with your routine, remember to start slowly and really find what works best for you, what you enjoy. Set a goal for yourself that feels very attainable for you And then you can gradually increase the frequency, duration, and intensity of your workouts as you progress. So talking about SMART goals again, you definitely want to ensure you're setting yourself up for success with your first initial exercise goal. Make sure it's very attainable and realistic for you. You can always scale, slowly increase things from there. It's important to also find a form of exercise that you do enjoy. If your routine does not work well for you, sorry about that. I do have dogs at home. I'm so sorry about that interruption here. Okay, so again, if your routine does not work well for you, it will be very tough to stay consistent with your routine moving forward. So important to find what you do enjoy or find ways that you can make exercise more enjoyable for you. So that could look like playing your favorite music. Finding a workout partner is an excellent way to get started. Give yourself additional accountability as well. But try new things. Find what you really enjoy. Start small and try various forms of exercise to see what really works best for you. The most effective routine is going to be the one that you will be able to stay the most consistent with. That's important to remember. Lots of classes, lots of different forms of exercise that may be popular today, but just know what may look effective and what may be popular at the time, again, might not be what's best for you specifically. Exercise has many benefits, and if you're focused on losing weight and keeping it off long term, an exercise program is essential to include alongside your healthy eating plan. Studies have shown that when comparing individuals, even consuming around the same amount of calories each day, the participants who had a consistent exercise routine were much more likely to maintain their weight loss over the long term. There are many reasons why exercise can help you to see better results and improve your overall health as a whole. If you do want to improve your health, change your body composition, see better weight loss progress, and maintain your results, it's important to establish a routine of your own. So let me know, have you ever experienced certain challenges that held you back from being able to be more consistent with your exercise routine? Let me know in the chat box. I'd love to talk about this because, again, like I mentioned before, finding that form and style of exercise, what works best for you, what you're able to stay consistent with, is going to give you the best benefits long term. So share with me what's held you back from maybe being more consistent. At this time, we are done with our presentation here. So I'm going to come over to our chat box here. All right. So I see Shrew here says, need someone to help me make my meals on the app instead of what is recommended for me. That is because if I pick, I can't find it on the list. Absolutely. Sharuk, we do offer nutritionists like myself through G Plans. We would be able to work with you. So you can follow along, of course, through the app itself, but we do also work one-on-one with clients as well. So definitely reach out. I'd love to give you a little more information on that about working together, and we can customize your meal plan a bit more detailed to you. Margaret says, recently I started exercising on a rebounder. It's easier on my knees, and I feel like it gives me a little more level of difficulty than just walking. That is awesome. Yes, definitely giving you a little bit more of a lower impact. So great you're feeling that that's easier on your knees. And what's important too is even if you enjoy walking, it's great to also have a backup option as something that you can do, say, if it's a little too hot, too cold outside, maybe raining that day. So obviously, if your form of exercise is primarily just outside, you kind of need to consider a backup option that you can do on days when the weather isn't great, or else you won't be able to stay as consistent with your routine that way as well. So great plan, Margaret. That's awesome. Scott says, I need someone who can work out with me, which we can encourage each other, but must have the same drive when exercising. I don't need someone who just wants to sit and talk when we're working out. That's an important one for sure, Scott. So you definitely need to find a workout partner that, again, like you just mentioned, you'll feed off of each other, push each other. So if you do have, if you're looking for a little bit of accountability and support yourself, and maybe your workout partner is kind of not encouraging you as much, they're kind of needing more support as well, might not be the best match. So definitely find a workout partner that, again, you are able to push each other and you are able to hold each other accountable to that routine. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Shruk says, taking care of my special needs son and studying for my PhD kept me away from exercising. Wow. Yeah. So definitely sounds like with the PhD as well, you're busy. So it's important to find, again, like I was mentioning, what is going to fit best into your routine that you can stay consistent with. So for now, your exercise routine might look a little bit different. It might look a little bit more condensed, a little bit shorter for this season of your life right now. So just know too that many studies have shown, even with 15, 20 minutes of exercise, you're still getting excellent benefits from your routine. So know that even if you just have 15 and 20 or 20 minutes a day, you will still be able to see great benefits from following that exercise routine. Great. So yeah, Scott says, what do you do when you're hungry after a workout? That is a great question. So this can be a little tough. So sometimes when you're starting a routine, you might notice that your hunger is starting to increase at the same time. So we do want to ensure, again, make sure that you're starting slowly with your routine. If you are, of course, starting a routine and you are maybe pushing yourself a little bit too much, you could notice that it's very tough to stick to your eating plan. So first and foremost, make sure that maybe you aren't doing a little bit too much with your exercise. Start slowly. And other than that, I would say try the best you can, of course, sticking to the options within your plan, and maybe move around. Since you're eating, generally we recommend eating about every 3 to 4 hours throughout your day. You might need to squeeze kind of your meals or snacks a little bit closer to after your workout. So you'll have a good snack before your workout as your pre-workout, and then go into a meal or a snack right after that, which could help as well. All right. And Ursula says, I do aqua aerobics daily for an hour. It's really enjoyable. That's awesome. And again, another excellent, great low impact form of exercise. And it's still resistance training. So you're able to gain the benefits of that, building muscle. That's excellent. Okay, and then Tova says, how to get in workouts on a busy daily routine. Again, I would recommend, Tova, of course, start small. So set a goal for you that you know is attainable. So that might look like maybe initially 2 days a week, you're going to start with an exercise routine. And again, with the duration of those workouts, start small as well. So say if you shot for twice a week at 15 or 20 minutes, as you get more comfortable with that routine, you can slowly start to add more days and increase your duration of that. So I would say break those workouts up into smaller pieces that you can fit throughout your week is the best way to do that. Also as well, of course, tracking your activity. Activity and exercise, of course, are two different things. Activity is more, of course, kind of that movement, things that you're getting throughout the day. And exercise is going to be more of a focused, shorter period of time where your heart rate is elevated. But focusing as well on your steps throughout the day, on your activity throughout the day, can also help with that as well, Topa. Okay, and Renee has a great question too. I feel working out fasted is good for me. What are your thoughts on that? Generally do kind of discourage fasted exercise. Recommend having at least a small snack, maybe not necessarily your breakfast if you're working out very first thing in the morning, but having a small snack is ideal. Reason why is particularly if you are doing your fasted exercise most commonly in the morning, you've already been fasting, of course, all night long. So with your blood sugar levels already being lower and then completing a workout in a fasted state, it can lead to spiking your stress hormones because of this. So would definitely recommend having a small snack, having something if it's in the morning, and not going completely fasted into that exercise. Very, very good questions here today. I hope this was a helpful topic for you and just something to consider, of course, especially for your long-term maintenance of your weight loss. Incorporating a consistent exercise routine is going to be very, very important. So again, start small and go from there. Next week, we are going to discuss something else, a little bit more on why learning to prepare your own food is so important for weight loss. So again, I know a lot of the times we need quicker options. We'll discuss how to prepare your own food and how to save some time as well. But we're going to talk a little bit further on why that's so important in knowing how to prepare your own meals, meal prepping, things like this as well. So I hope you'll tune in with me again next week, Wednesday at 12 p.m. Pacific time. Hope this was a great, helpful topic for you today, and hope you have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday.